Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Intro to Essential Oils class. It's our monthly class held every second Saturday of the month. Um, and yeah, so every second Saturday of the month, we offer this class to let you, our goal here is mainly for us to inquire on, on basically how are we relating with our own health. What is like just asking yourself when you're starting to feel some symptoms, is your main choice to, okay, I'm going to go run and put it in somebody else's hands, go to the doctor, let the doctor prescribe me something, put it in their hands, and then wonder why I keep continually feeling the same symptom coming back and back and back and back. And part of that is we'd like to welcome Deepali here. Deepali is also going to be teaching with me. This is Deepali. I think it should spotlight both of us. Yay, that worked. And so, yeah. So Deepali here, I just was introducing myself. So you can introduce
Yes,
yourself
yes, yes,
briefly.
yes. Thank you so much, Tarini. It was really, great space for me today, getting in, and a lot of. I would need one of the oils now. So yeah, so we are going to get the presentation.
Yes. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about with our seasonal changes, we're talking to people from all across the world. So in India, we're going from where it was kind of like our really best season, December, January, and now it's starting to shift into our full summer. So for me, I had to leave our home in Kerala, come to Chennai for a little while because it's starting to get really hot. And when we have those seasonal changes, we're also like, I mean, Ayurveda says the elements are changing around us, but the elements are also changing within our bodies. So sometimes the response to that is a response of like getting a little bit of sick, maybe some cold virus, like your immunity starts to lessen. This is that time of year that Ayurveda recommends having like a seasonal cleanse, like going down to a more simple diet so that you can kind of give your system a chance to reset. But what's super cool about the choices that we have today in our health and our wellness is essential oils. And so we're going to talk to you about today is dōTERRA. Both of us work for dōTERRA essential oils. This just became available on the market in India this past June, coming to Dubai soon. And it's an American a company that's from America, but it's slowly over the past like 12, 13 years, it's turned into the number one essential oils company in the world. And we're going to tell you a little bit why, as well as go over 8 essential oil blends that'll help you in your seasonal challenges, the symptoms that come up with that. So we'll just start our little presentation here. Just 1 minute. I'm just going to share the screen. Slideshow. So yeah, as we were talking about, we're going to talk about our essential oils made easy, like why use essential oils in your life. So like I said, we want to empower a healer in every home, let you know that the solutions to half of the symptoms or even 80 or 90% of the symptoms that you experience that maybe you run to the doctor for can be in your own hands, one drop at a time. And different ways that you can use the essential oils and a little bit about how you can get these essential oils in your home. So one thing we were just talking about is we want to talk about the modern approach to health, right? So when we're feeling symptoms like stuffy nose or, low energy, cough, cold, different, allergy symptoms that come when like the pollen count goes up high in the spring season for some of our people over in the US. is that we want to let you know you have some choices. So a little bit about what our modern approach is. This is kind of what we want to move away from. So the modern approach is mainly addressing the symptoms only. So it's designed to just manage your symptoms. So it's made by man produced, addresses the symptoms, but it's made from these isolated synthetic agents. And so something that we don't really realize is that, yeah, we know that there's like side effects that are written on a little bottle of a pill that we're taking from an outside source that doesn't really know what's going on within our bodies. So there could be some side effects that we know, but we don't even understand what the long-term side effects could be from taking that next pill, that acidity pill, that, BP, any of these pills that doctors are just handing to you. I was just talking to somebody about it today. I think that these doctors sometimes are just writing another prescription to get you out of the office and move on to the next person that's waiting in line because, needs remain. I think that's the main part, is that maybe the symptoms are reduced a little bit, but is it really getting to the root cause? And especially for places like America, maybe even Dubai, think about how much money, it's saying more than $65 trillion a year is spent on global healthcare. So even though healthcare in India is a little bit cheaper, you can really think of how much money you're spending in gas or maybe an Uber or, yeah, the medicines may be cheap, but we know how much it's actually costing our system. And maybe ask yourself, am I actually healthier? I think that's a really healthy question to ask yourself. Like, where am I currently with my health? And do I feel overwhelmed when I don't feel like quite 100% able to face my day, able to get through the duties of the day with like calm and ease? And just maybe ask yourself, am I healthier? And what does health really mean? Health in all areas of your life. So that means spiritual, physical, mental, maybe emotional, and maybe even spiritual. And some of that can even turn into like, it affects your finances, your occupational health, your social health, your social life. Like how many of us actually stay home from that dinner or that event we wanted to go to because we have a little cold, and everyone's so scared of that now after the recent pandemic. So anyway, so we want to get over to the natural approach for your choices for your health. And what's super cool about this is that this is nature produced. It addresses the root cause. Okay. So it's going down using the gifts of the earth, going down into the root cause because it's extracted by plants. So extracted from the same elements that your body is made up of. Like all plants are made up of those same 5 elements. So is your body. So that enhances both your physical and emotional health. So that's what's kind of cool about each essential oil is there may be a physical health that, many studies have been done on the molecules that are made up in each essential oil. But there's always a physical benefit, but there's also an emotional added benefit. So what we get is rather than having these side effects and unknown side effects, we get side benefits. So like something will feel better, maybe physically, the symptom wise, I can breathe better. Maybe you can digest your food better, anything like that. But you're also going to have this maybe an uplifted feeling, an energized feeling, maybe a calming feeling if that's what you're looking for. So those side benefits are what we're really excited about, excited to offer, excited to bring them into your home because these truly meet the body's needs. And so yeah, there's different grades of essential oils. So many of us see essential oils out there I'm not going to name any brands, but popular essential companies that you may see in the airports in India. Okay, so let's just say that essential oils companies are one of it's not regulated by any government agency. And that means worldwide. So what that means is the little label that you see on these bottles, right, that is saying 100% pure, actually studies were done on, just to point this out, studies were done on the India market. Like before they came to India, they studied maybe I think 15 or 20, they tested of the most popular natural companies that are offering essential oils, and 100% of them were either contaminated or adulterated. So that means either unintentionally or intentionally. Sometimes they do it intentionally to save money and, you know, make it seem like that's actually lavender oil in the bottle, but maybe it's not. So something about doTERRA is, doTERRA set out first to create the world's purest, like pursue what pure is what our like motto is of the company. And that's because they created this certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil. So it's going from like there's synthetic oils that are out there that you can buy in almost any common store. There's food grade oils that are going to be like, you know, enhancing the taste of some foods. Maybe it's not 100% pure or whatever, but then there is an actual therapeutic grade essential oil. And what it is plants are harvested in their natural habitat. So they're not doing big pharma either. They're going to wherever the plant is native from. Like, so lavender, let's say, is sourced from Bulgaria and France, because you can grow lavender anywhere, but where it grows the best is in Bulgaria and France, where it actually came from. So that's where doTERRA chooses to source from small farms, testing their oils more than 176 times by the time it gets to the bottle. And we actually have a website called sourcetoyou.com that is shown in a next slide that will, you can look up every single bottle where it came from. There's even like a little, on the bottom of each bottle, there's a little number that you can see where your oil comes from. So you know, as you're putting this oils on, in and around your body, that it's the purest oil you can possibly get that's going to help your health in the most way. So over to you, Deepali.
Thank you, Tarini. Thank you. That was wonderful information you have shared with us. Okay, so as you mentioned that, we spend a lot of money with, antibiotics and doctors. So I just, before I start about three cool things about essential oil, this is one sharing I would like to do. Recently, I was unwell and I had a very bad throat. So I went to the doctor. Doctor prescribed me an antibiotic. I was taking it for almost 5 to 6 days. And after that, I got to know I was not getting better. And I got to know that it was tonsillitis and not a sore throat. So again, I had to take another antibiotics, which really, really, made me so weak. And now I was again under weather due to the very bad pollution in Mumbai. Right now, we all are facing a lot of respiratory problems, seasonal threats. And I have not used any antibiotics. I'm using just dōTERRA oils, and I have healed with those oils. And I decided on that day that I'm not going to take no more antibiotics because enough of it. And that has really, I overcame it. Yesterday also, I was not actually able to speak. And then I use this breathe, and it really helped me today. I can speak and I am much better. So this is the power of dōTERRA oil, which I have experienced. So yeah, coming back to our slide, that is three cool things about this essential oil. As I said, it is very safe. How much ever times we want to use, we have no side effects of these oils. In fact, I would say there are health benefits rather than I talking about any side effects. These are pure extracts from the plants, which make them really amazing to use because we are so close to nature. And staying in these cities where we are really not surrounded by the trees, and now getting close to the nature through dōTERRA is something which really appealed to me. And that is why I am here and speaking about it. Being a yoga teacher, I always wanted a natural solution. And when dōTERRA was introduced to me by our mentor, that is Nixa, both of us, she's been mentoring, and that was lovely. And that whole idea of being close to nature really excited me. I wanted to try it. These are certified, as you said, purely tested, and this testing is done through so many, the processes, they go through this process so many times, and that's amazing before it reaches us. They are effective because as I just mentioned, these are more effective than modern approaches. I've in past 2 3 months, I've tried so many medicines. I've been taking on medication because I had very high fever, and now when I stopped them, I just told myself I'm not going to use it. I want to heal myself through natural source, and these essential oils I have started using regularly, and they are really helping me to overcome weak. I'm using it, and they have really helped me. um, these essential oils can be used directly because these really reach your cell membrane directly. They have no side effects, but certain oils are, cannot be used directly on your sensitive skin. So you have to dilute it with fractionated coconut oil, which also doTERRA has in purest form. These are affordable because I have spent thousands of rupees on, these whole 4 5 months. And thanks, I have insurance companies who are really, getting benefits of what I am right now spending. But I won't like that. So these are more affordable and traditional medical care, more than traditional medical care, because I've spent thousands of rupees in last 4 5 months, and now I would like to really invest in something which is so natural and is going to help me whenever I need it. So this bottle, like 15 ml, contains almost 250 doses, and 5 ml almost 80 doses, and which are like very useful as and when you want. You don't need to rush to the medical center, which is like, in Dubai also. It's like, very difficult to again and again approach. So people, if they have it at home, you can heal it through this, and you can save hundreds of rupees and dollars and dirhams when you're having it at home. So yeah. So next slide, we are just going to see the 3 ways to use this essential oil. One is aromatic, which is diffuser, which we can put this oil in the diffuser, and the whole atmosphere changes. It changes your mood instantly. And I have felt this in my yoga class. Whenever I take yoga class, I offer it to my students, and they really feel that instant mood, is boosted, and that really helps me also. It supports the diffuser. It really helps you in inhaling it right to your complete respiratory system. Second thing is, it can be used tropically. Now, tropical, when we say, it is so safe that it can be diluted with fractionated coconut oil and used best whenever I feel this anxiety, or like, if I feel that, I have a sore throat, rather than thinking about what medicines I took for 4 5 months. I just rush to those oils and dilute it and use it on my throat or something like that. And tropically, it helps me internally. Again, these are in so purest form that recently I was telling someone that, you can use it tropical, and that person was so amazed to see that how can essential oil be used tropically. I said yes, because this is in such a purest form that this can be used tropically, and that's the whole magic and the importance of this oil, which is can be used through water, veggie caps. You can even take it orally under tongue. Like, digestive blends and all these things can be directly orally taken. You don't need to dilute it. So that's the whole beauty of these oils. So
So
I think that's the best thing.
just to add something there,
So
these internal oils. So that is only recommended when using essential oils that are certified pure therapeutic grade. So you never want to just go to any off-brand 200 rupee or bottle of oil and assume that you can directly put it like under your tongue, because as we said before, they are oftentimes like, diluted or adulterated, contaminated, either intentionally or unintentionally. And because you don't really know what's in the bottle, what you're putting in your body. And so that's super important when mentioning the 3 ways to use the essential oils. It's not all brands of essential oils you can use internally, but doTERRA is very safe and studies have been done. So something we're going to talk about is right now we're dealing with seasonal changes, right? So whether we're going from, cooler weather to full summer, or whether we're going from winter time to spring, and there's like a high pollen count in the air, whatever it is, we are all sort of going through a seasonal shift. And I don't know about you guys, but that means I'm hearing from so many people like appointments getting canceled because this person's come down in a cold virus. Deepali just shared her journey with that, going back and forth with, um, you know, cold virus coming or even pollution changing. Yeah, so we are going to discuss some oils that support these seasonal changes, some that help your immunity, your digestion, and things like that. So back over to you, Deepali.
Thank you, Tarini. So we are going to talk about On Guard Protective Blend, which I have used frequently of orange peel, clover, cinnamon, which are known as very, very good for respiratory, and it's a it's a blend which is protective blend, you can say. Eucalyptus is again very, very good. Cinnamon bark, rosemary, all these are extremely good for protecting yourself from the seasonal threat. When we talk especially about On Guard, when you have occasional sore throat, you can mix it and with the water, a glass of water, one drop of oil, and you can gargle it for 1 minute and then swallow it. This really helped me yesterday, and I did this. I just tried doing it, and it helped me to open up my complete system. And today I can speak. Yesterday it was very difficult for me to even speak. My whole nose and nostril was blocked. You can even mix 2-3 drops of On Guard, and put it in the you can take the aroma and put it on your palm, or even you can add it to the steaming cup. I mean, I know even children today are going through such a seasonal threat. And if you put it in the steamer, and as the whole family takes a steam, just imagine how good it would be. And it will help to open up your complete respiratory system. So during the COVID, this was one hit, protective blend, which was sold out, and people were banking on this blend a lot. In US, I think there is a complete kit. I guess yes, Tarin, is it?
Yeah. Well, basically, On Guard comes in many different choices. So in the India market right now, I want to also talk about its oral health, because I am somebody that like especially the clove oil in it. Many of us know that clove oil works for tooth pain and oral health, but we also have an On Guard toothpaste. And in the US, they have so many different products that we all get to look forward to when they finally join us here in India or Dubai. And that is like they even have throat lozenges. On Guard is something that's used in a hand sanitizer. So we can even DIY, make it yourself at home. You can ask us for that recipe, me and Deepali. And what you do is you can make your own hand sanitizer. Some people make a spray to, like, let's say somebody's sick in your home and you want to make a spray to disinfect your all of your surfaces. Another way is that usually, like, I don't know about you guys, but as soon as one person's sick in the home, then maybe everybody gets sick, and especially when kids are going off to school and catching their cold at school and then bringing it home to you. Something that's been really helpful for both me and, my mother-in-law is more than 80 now. So it really helped her, is that we put the diffuser in her room, like this is our medium-sized diffuser. We also have a pebble diffuser, which is a smaller size. So that's the one that I like for bedrooms, is the smaller size diffuser. I put it just next to her bed with a few drops of this On Guard protective blend. And so then that way, anybody that's coming in the house, maybe there's some staff that's coming in that has been all over town. We just know that my mother-in-law is protected at all costs. And, you know, we will say, you know, touch wood, but she isn't somebody that's had to catch any viruses recently or in the last 3 years. You know which one I'm talking about. And yeah, so I mean, touch wood on that one, but it is energizing and it's uplifting as well. So it has, like I said, it may be immunity, protecting your immunity, but it also kind of helps energize you and uplift, like give you an uplifting feeling as well. Deepali?
Almost I'm using frequently because I have one fear now that I should not get this sore throat again. So I'm using it frequently because I don't want to miss my classes. I don't want to be under threat of this seasonal threat. That's it. I have made it a point to use it regularly, which is beautiful again, cardamom seeds, lemon, peppermint, and eucalyptus again, which is an amazing blend, I would say. So these breathe oil helps lung and sinuses because I recently had, as I said, this sinusitis, and I have used this oil frequently. Uh, Occasionally, we have this throat discomfort. You can externally apply it on your throat, and it gives you, because it has peppermint, it gives you that cooling effect. Again, you can mix in a roller bottles which you get, and mix it with fractionated coconut oil, and you can apply it on your points, like around your ears, on your tension points, and that really helps. Again, you can apply it around your nose, and when you breathe that oil, that really helps. During winter, when you put 2 to 3 oils in a steaming cup and inhale, it really helps. Because when you have nose block, you automatically, I feel that you start getting breathless, and that creates a lot of havoc inside you, that what's happening, and you get so stressed out. So this can clear your complete breathing system. Again, you can apply it on chest area, throat area, on your bridge of your nose, and this is completely safe to apply it. So that's how with your roller bottles. So yeah, this has helped me a lot, and this is one of my favorites. Again, Digest Zen, though this is a digestive blend, I myself would say that everything starts with digestion. Yeah. If your digestive system is clean and clear, all your complete system stays clear. Because in Ayurveda, it is said that when your digestion is good, your complete respiratory system and your total health is good. So this is one blend which again helps in cleansing your complete cleansing, or I would say it supports your digestive system. I won't say cleansing, it is supports your digestive system. It makes your digestive system very strong. And again, I'm using this because in last class I had spoken about it, how digestion is weak, it can affect. Now, why digestion we are speaking about? Due to respiratory discomfort, there can be head tension also, and this I have felt during my fever or high temperature. So when your body is dealing with this winter threat, you may experience head tension. So apply Digestion on the bottom of your feet, especially your big toe and the bones behind your ears. Remember to dilute it with, again, fractionated coconut oil if you're applying on your head points, that is your tension points. You can rub it on your hand also, and even wrist also. This really helps. So this is a breathe respiratory blend. Tarini, would you like to add anything to this?
Yes. This one's really helped me. I use it mostly topically and internally. So I like using this one just after I've had a very heavy meal. And I just put 2 drops of it underneath my tongue because I personally like the taste. If you're sensitive to taste of these oils that are in it, then maybe you put 2 drops in a glass of water and drink it that way, or even putting it in the veggie capsule, as Deepali mentioned. And so basically, yeah, you can use it at meal times for improved digestion. I have had people talk about that burning sensation that may come after certain, like maybe really spicy foods or just a really heavy meal. The burning sensation, then yeah, I don't want to say it cures your acidity or anything, but the digestion is improved, and it does help calm it down a bit. The other way I use it topically is if I feel like sort of bloated or gassy in my belly, then I dilute it with the coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil, and rub it along my stomach. And it's, as we've said, these molecules are so small that they penetrate into the cell membrane, unlike any other type of oil. And so what it can do is it penetrates in through the skin and goes directly to the stomach. So, and into the bloodstream. So that's the reason why it really helps when you're using it topically. I can feel immediate relief when I've tried it that way. Thanks for letting
Okay,
me share.
another blend is Serenity. It's a calming blend. Now, why we are speaking about this calming blend? So, this is my personal experience. Whenever I get because I've experienced this for a few months, that I'm getting this sore throat again and again and again. Whenever I start getting a little bit of sore throat, also I panic at times. Oh, I'm getting it again. Now I don't have to go to doctor, and I don't want to take this. And that whole your breathing system changes. That panic attack is something which changes your complete breathing system. You start getting breathless, or you start getting heavier breath. So how Serenity is going to help you in this situation? So it's a breathing support, I would say. This is like alternate 2 to 3 drops of Serenity and breathe on the bottom of your feet for breathing relief. You can even use it in a diffuser. When you feel stressed, just put a drop of Serenity in the diffuser. And if you, because it has lavender flower has the quality of calming you, and that will really help. Again, Serenity calms you down and allows you to breathe well again. If your mind is calm, you're mentally calm, you can really feel that calmness in your body also. You can use it at night time in your diffuser to support your complete respiratory support for the bedtime too. You can mix it with again a little bit of, I think, breathe oil and Serenity together, so that it gives a complete it also protects you as well as it gives you a calming effect. So this is how it helps. And recently I have used Serenity because you know uh, it was like horrible stage for me and phase for me when I went through this whole seasonal change, and that has relaxed me a lot. So thank you, Tarini. I will just you know continue with your slide.
All right. Thank you, Deepali. Huh? Deepali? Okay. Thank you, Deepali. Thank you for sharing. I also really love that Serenity blend. I have a personal story with it where there was a woman that was literally shaking. She wasn't able to calm down at all. And I didn't know what to do. I was there with her, and we spread it out. She was very, very emotionally frail, like panic attacks. And so, oh, what could I do? We're in the middle of the mountains up in Himachal, and so a small little village lady, I just spread some of this Serenity oil on her pillow and just hugged her. And you could feel as soon as we started breathing the Serenity blend together, you could feel that tension just sort of ease in her. And she got a good night's sleep. The next morning, she woke up really uplifted and said that she felt a change. So she must have gotten a good night's sleep because of that Serenity blend. And we know how much during these seasonal changes that stress can keep us awake at night, or even just the stress of when you're sick. So thanks for sharing that, Deepali. So the next oil I'd like to talk about, you might be able to see it in this little window here, but it's this past tense essential oil blend. And so it's a mixture of lavender, winter leaf, cilantro or coriander leaf, peppermint, frankincense, marjoram, and Roman chamomile, basil, and rosemary. And so what it does is this is our tension soothing blend. So as Deepali mentioned, when we're going through our seasonal, threats and the symptoms that we get is sometimes, especially when areas with big pollen, a lot of pollen, you'll feel that sort of tension, that heaviness on the whole head. And so what's cool is that we have this roller bottle. I actually used it this morning. Place it on your whole forehead. I know there's other oils that are similar to this, but I haven't had the same relief that I've had with tense. And so the back of the neck before travel. For me personally, my personal story with it is I get bruxism, or the grinding of your teeth at night, on the right around my ears and on my jaw. So sometimes I wake up with that pain, and when I use the past tense all around my ears and my jaw, it helps ease that. And so yeah, it helps. You can use it on the shoulders, the neck, the back, and it does sort of have a cooling and soothing sensation. And so the temples, and it's calming. It just sort of gives you that boost of to face difficult situations. So I'm super excited about this next oil we're going to talk about, because it just finally became available on the Indian market. So one of our newer blends is a metabolic blend. So like Deepali spoke about so beautifully, is as these seasonal changes are happening and the elements are changing outside, are also like our metabolic is really, really affected sometimes. And so sometimes there might be a tendency to, reach for the next sweet or overeat, or like food cravings will change with the seasonal changes. And so we actually heard from a lot of you that registered what are our three most common wellness concerns that you would like to address in this class. And some of the people wrote that they are, struggling with weight gain, cravings, reaching for too many sweets. And something about MetaPower that's great is these citrus oils that are there, grapefruit and lemon and peppermint. Those are all digestives, but what they just really support the metabolic function. They can reduce the fat tissues from accumulating, okay? And it helps curb hunger cravings and promote mindful eating, and may help improve exercise performance. And I think that's mainly because the grapefruit and the lemon are quite uplifting. And so that's that uplifting and stimulating environment. I think that's when it's used. So we have these, it can be used aromatically, topically, or internally. And so that what one of our teachers is saying, that this oil is the oil of inherent beauty. So it can actually help balance the blood sugar to reduce cravings, balance your healthy weight, appetite control, cholesterol levels. They're showing, currently doing studies right now that it can improve. Not necessarily just from the oil. We're not going to say this oil improves your cholesterol levels, but the lifestyle habits that this oil helps you with, reducing your food cravings, reducing sugar, all of that can lead to balancing your cholesterol levels and your blood sugar, right? So I've heard reports from people saying that just the overall relationship that they have with their bodies has changed since using MetaPower. And Again, MetaPower, similar to On Guard, is available in various forms. In US, they even have it as a collagen blend. So it's like a drink that you put in and a powdered drink. And they have satiation like capsules that you can take. There's a satiation gum that you can chew. I mean, to help you, like, especially if you're one of those people that really has that craving, craving for food. I mean, and Deep Blue. So Deep Blue is our soothing blend. It's best used topically. We have it again available in a few different forms. So there's either the Deep Blue rub or not the rub, the essential oil that you can dilute yourself and put on different joint areas of the body. The wintergreen and the camphor peppermint really gives a cooling feeling to the rest of the whole body. And the helichrysum and blue chamomile, blue tansy, all of it even has sort of an anti-inflammatory effect on places that are swelling or things like that. Yeah, so it comes also in a deep blue rub, and I really use this a lot actually. Sore achy muscles, eases head tension. And what it can also do is with our little babies who have growing pains, like in our legs as they're getting older, then you can place it on their legs to help soothe those achy muscles and joints. Citrus Bliss. So one of my favorite blends that we have. So like I said earlier, is that all citrus oils are mood modulators. So most of them, like the reason this is an invigorating blend is because most citrus oils, even on their own, have this uplifting feel. So we oftentimes start an in-person class with a drop of wild orange around everybody. It really wakes everybody up. So you're really ready there to be present for whatever you want to face in your day right then. And so this is a common, Citrus Bliss is a blend of orange peel, lemon, grapefruit, tangerine, clementine, and bergamot. And it's softened, the smell is softened a little bit with our vanilla bean, which is also very uplifting and helps you. So it's a fresh, uplifting aroma, creates a positive and invigorating atmosphere. So for me, like when I lead an aromatic yoga workshop for people and we're utilizing these essential oils throughout our practice, before we're going to get to Surya Namaskar, like our most active part of the practice right then, we'll stop for a moment. And like Deepali said, we'll use it aromatically, put a couple drops in our hands, rub our hands together, take about 6 to 8 breaths, maybe more if you have time, of this citrus blend. And then you really feel that uplifting, invigorated feeling. So some people like to even have this in a diffuser next to their desk while they're working. Stay awake, stay open, stay ready, uplifted while you have to work throughout your day. And so that's always helpful for me. Deepali, did you want to add anything?
Well, citrus blend is again, as you say, it has a beautiful aroma, and these oils gives instant mood relief. Like it boosts your mood instantly because it has got that full sweetness in it. Like the citrus, that whole aroma is so beautiful, and it really uplifts the mood, I would say.
We sort of I think your Wi-Fi is going off for us. I'll just move on to the next oil. Thanks for sharing, Deepali. So we have an adaptive blend next. So as Deepali mentioned, we sometimes when we're dealing with this seasonal sickness and we can't really face our day, our commitments, maybe that gives you a little bit of an anxious feeling, right? So many people have reported when we ask your 3 top wellness concerns that there's an anxiety feeling, like an underlying anxiety, tension feelings. And so the adaptive blend is the calming blend They also say that it's the oil of it, so it increases your feelings of tranquility, uplifts your mood, calming and relaxing. But they also say that it's the oil of adaptability and resilience, right? And so for me, my personal story with it is with my mother-in-law. Sometimes she gets that restless feeling, like that uneasy sort of restlessness. And especially like when we're not there, if we're not there with her, then she'll just feel that sort of insecurity. She calls it a sort of panicked feeling. Even if you don't know where it comes from, I just go and I've made this same roller bottle blend that you see there, and I just place it behind her ears. Behind her ears is the place of where one of the vagus nerve stimulation points is just right behind the ears. So that's the place that I've taught her now. So now I've been able to teach my mother-in-law how she can calm her feelings naturally without needing to take a pill, without having to go to sleep or watch TV or, anything that'll increase that anxiousness. So then now she's all talking about it with all of her friends, and a few more have been able to experience adaptive and how it helps. So in India currently, adaptive is available in this roller bottle and also on its own in a 15 milliliter bottle. These capsules are available in the US market and other markets around the world. We have them to look forward to in the US, but I mean in India. But what's cool is that we can buy our own veggie capsules and put a few drops of oils in those veggie capsules and take them that way. So, Deepali?
Uh, yeah. How do you get these life-changing oils in your home? That's the biggest question people have. Okay, we have understood the oils, but how do we get it now?
Just give me one. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Somebody's on the door.
Got it. Thank you.
Various ways to get these oils in here. Yeah, no problem. Okay,
You can keep going.
No problem. Oils in your home. So there are, three ways to purchase this oil is one is retail. That's the most expensive way. Only paying retail in professional settings, like, you're going to pay extra. Like it's for like if you go for a wholesale, then second is wholesale account. Here you get 25% off on whatever purchases you make. You can get the best products for the best price, and that would cost you so much less. Then there is a third account, which is wholesale plus points for free products. Here the benefit is here you get 25% discount below retail with wholesale membership. You earn free products with royalty rewards program. This Tarini is going to explain further what is our loyalty reward program. Tarini, over to you.
Yeah, so I always like to say some of me and Deepali's job is to make sure that we save you guys the most money on these natural solutions for your health as possible. So we don't want you to have to go the retail route, right? Every single person can sign up for a wholesale account. In India, this is free to start a wholesale account, and you automatically get 25% off of each purchase. In US, this is usually a $35 membership fee unless you buy a kit, which we're going to go through a couple kits here. But right now in the US, currently the promotion is that $35 enrollment fee is waived. So it's waived currently for the time being, I think for the rest of this month. And so with the loyalty rewards program, you get even more than 25% off, because what you do is I like to think of it as every month I'm getting my little wellness package in the mail, right? And so maybe I've had my tick, here, and but there's another oil to try this month. For me, it was their new skincare line. They have like a tightening serum and all these other nice skincare line that's available. And so basically months 1 through 3, every product is assigned a points value, a PV, right? About 1 PV is almost equivalent to $1, right? So I think that there was an oil recently that was $52 and it was 50 PV. So it's something similar to $1. And so yeah, if you even just put in one like a 1 PV order, then you'll maintain your points that you previously earned. And what that means is your first 3 months, you get 10% back of your product points. So if you bought that 50 PV bottle of oil, you're going to get 5 PV, like kind of in your savings account, like your oil savings account. Then months 4 through 6, you'll get 15% back. So you're rewarded more the longer that you're staying with the company, you're rewarded more. So when you're with the company for a year or more, you're getting 30% back on your points, right? And that actually adds up to a lot. As soon as you go from 10 to 15, you start recognizing, whoa, I'm actually getting like a lot of points back now. And what's cool about that is I get to save up. For me personally, I thought, okay, I'm going to save up my points for kind of those more pricey oils that maybe I don't feel quite right spending like that much on one oil bottle, but I can save up my points and then put that in like as like a savings account for buying that oil that I'm looking forward to. And so when what these percentages are is when you add up this 25% discount along with the points that you're getting back, we have a opportunity to save up to 55% on our oils. And what's cool is that in certain markets, not in the India market, because our shipping cost is relatively low already, but in the US, if you spend 100 PV that month, you're going to get free shipping, which I know with some of my students that not just students, my people that have enrolled, some of them, they're saving like $15 when they're putting in the 100 PV order. And then when you put in a 125 PV order, you have the option of getting a free.
Tarini, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? You can hear me, Gowri?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So yeah, you get 100 when you put in 125 PV order, you can get the free product of the month. This month in India, it's a roller bottle of that On Guard blend that we talked about. So I think they must know that people are facing those seasonal changes and they need that On Guard protective blend. And so there are 3 types of people. You can discuss what sounds great for you or not. There's people that are just choosing to be wholesale customers, and they're starting to make choices of, okay, I'm going to choose an oil in my like to take in rather than going to the doctor for those expensive and sort of harmful pharmaceuticals, right? I'm going to just choose an oil, 1 drop, and see if that helps my wellness concerns before having to choose pharmaceutical options. And then there's people who maybe you're so excited about oils like me and Deepali, and we want to share it. You're feeling the benefits yourself, so I feel like compelled to want to share this with others. Like for me, I was just sitting at a luncheon the other day where every single person at the table was talking about how they had to make all these cancellations. They've been on 4 bouts of antibiotics this year, and then their kids will get it, and then their husband gets it. So it seems like they're always sick. And I couldn't help but just want to just share, like, hey, why don't you try this one immunity blend? That's really helped me. Everybody's getting sick around me, but somehow I'm not. Maybe it's the oil. I don't know. So then you start to feel like you want to share it with others. This, how do we, spread wellness around, with just our friends and family. And then some people, again, like me and Deepali, we've decided that we want to begin to sort of build a business. And so then you can attain both financial security along with like all of this security in your wellness as well. So if you want to hear more about that, we can always discuss that. We will have classes in the future discussing the business plan if you want to join and partner with dōTERRA. So we'll just very quickly go through. We have about 5 minutes left, Deepali, to just go through these
So,
kits that are available.
so we in India we have this simple starter kit, which is again 15 ml bottles, which is a simple starter for people who want to experience these oils. Then the next one which we have is family kit, which is again, I think there are 10 bottles in it, and it's a healthy experience kit which has 5 ml of bottles. And these are all 10 oils which are very, very useful, and every family should have at home. It's a healthy experience kit. Then we have that with diffuser also, and fractionated coconut oil. So this is the third one kit which we have. And recently, dōTERRA has actually in India introduced brand new wellness kit, that is wellness for the whole family, which is again a beautiful blend of kit which is very good for complete your immunity. Then different reasons. I mean, this is also a wellness kit which is released in March. This is also a beautiful kit. And home essential kit, again, as I said, there are different oils which are required. The only
So just to
change in this
say,
is the fractionated oil. Yes, Tani, go ahead.
Deepali, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to add that in these in these home essentials kits and these kits with the 10 oils, these are the 10 most commonly used oils that include all the blends that we just talked about, these 4 blends here. And these are the 10 most commonly used oils that they say that these will address about 80 to 90% of your wellness concerns, your family's wellness concerns and yours. And our previous class that we did last month, we can share the recording with you. But the previous class we did, we went through all of these 10 oils and different ways that you can use them. This is the class that's about our seasonal blends, but we will share that link of the recording of the last class so you can also sort of catch up with why these kits would also be beneficial for you in your family. And this is that wellness kit that includes the Meta Power. So these are all of our brand new items that are available on the Indian market. And I was super excited about it because that Meta Power blend is the one I was really excited to start using. I will say for me personally, I've been eating all of the cakes and everything that I've been wanting to eat. I guess I still have a little bit of that sugar craving, but the point is that I haven't noticed my kgs or my weight going up at all. Like, if anything, it's sort of still, I've lost at least 1 or 2 kgs since I've noticed having this Meta Power. So I don't know if it's related to that. I haven't been eating any differently, but the Meta Power, it does sort of have that power of reducing the fat cells from accumulating. So something you can expect from both me and Deepali is that we always, if you're going to enroll with us, then you will get a welcome packet. So this welcome packet will just help you, you may get this big kit of oils, which is super exciting, but I don't know about you guys, but for me, I needed somebody to help guide me in using that kit. So what are some recipes, ideas, DIY, how you can utilize it in your home? And what we offer is personal one-on-one free consultations for what's a nice oil I can use in the morning? What's one I can use in the afternoon or before my digestion or before lunch to enhance my digestion? So there's the VIP education groups, so you can get access to, we're a part of a diamond level team here with dōTERRA, and they release a lot of education about oils. So there's community and giveaways, like we said, and just basically overall ongoing support. And so some cool things about doTERRA, and then we'll wrap it up. We're going a little bit over, is that it is in the short, like 13, under 15 years, this company's been open. We've grown to become the largest essential company or oil company in the world. And for all the reasons we already talked about, it's the purest essential oil. We're going small farms to the bottle, like straight to the bottle, uncontaminated. It's the most tested, most trusted oils company in the market, used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. So there's several hospitals that have used this On Guard blend, especially during the COVID time, to help sterilize their environment, reduce sickness from happening. They're ethically and sustainably sourced. So we use something called co-impact sourcing. So it's not only benefiting us as the customer or as the company, it's also benefiting those that are growing our oil, that are producing and distilling our oil. So we work directly with the farmers. There's more than 120 markets open around the world, with more opening every year, soon to be Dubai and UAE. And for those that are interested in the business plan, the compensation plan is much better than other essential oils companies out there. And yeah, so we have a 65% customer loyalty, high retention rate. So what that means is that when people are getting their oils, they know that they work and they keep coming back. So it's a privately owned company. So we don't have some shareholders deciding everything that's going to happen with our company that only care about lining their pockets. Our company really cares about, you as a customer, us as wellness advocates, really, for me in India, every time there's been a problem that's come up, the company has really done their best to make it accessible for us, make it easy for the customer. And so that's been helpful. And it's a debt-free company with no outside funding. So that, I think that's really important to talk about the ethics of the actual company that you're choosing to put your money towards. Okay, so just one other thing, it's a doTERRA healing hand. So you have the option of donating $1 for your order or whatever you'd like. And so they're trying to make a bigger impact, with these communities where our oils are coming from. There's a lot of poverty, and the company impacts the lives in over 134 nations and sources essential oils from over 47 countries. And so it's a little bit of how the impact that it's already having in India is that livelihoods in rural India are primarily sourced by agriculture and associated sectors, with 70% of rural households primarily dependent on farming income. So what they're trying to do is bring these best agricultural practices, fair and on-time payments, expanded market opportunities, and just like giving these farmers who work so hard a better choice, like another option for to give in higher incomes and improve livelihood. So a couple examples of what's happened with doTERRA Healing Hands in India so far is there's been a children's home and an education center built in Manipur, which is where we source our lemongrass oil. And through doTERRA's investment, they were, like I said, they're always trying to make the lives a little bit easier, a little bit better for these guys that are doing such hard work to get us these pure essential oils. And what they're doing is so there was some farmers in Bihar and Odisha that were having a hard time. They're having to spend so much money just getting to their distillation units. So they donated a distillation unit and education systems to help them, give more jobs to the kids and not just the kids, give more jobs to the people in the area, basically. And so, we are both wellness consult. Contact us for your one-on-one wellness consult. There's our information there. We're both yoga teachers. I'm also a yoga therapist. So we have various ways of being able to serve you, but just let us know. And there's a huge joy in sharing oil. So whether it's with just your friends, your family, we can always come to your home or even do an online class. If you do want to share, invite us to share with your friends and family, you would give us a little free gift, a mixture of these oils. We have these little keychains. And so, yeah, we are always available. If you can think of a group that we can come and share about these nature's gifts with your friends and family. So thanks for letting us share. I'll just stop this and we can, let us know if there's any questions.
Thank you very much for joining us. Do you have any questions?
No, right now, no. I think I will go through the details and then I can, if I have anything, I will surely ask.
Okay. I think
Very
you're
good.
using few of the oils.
Yes,
You're using
breathe.
few oils,
Yes,
yes.
I'm using for my daughter, breathe, on and off when she gets cold. And I also, lavender, I am trying for myself for anxiety and fear and stress. I get panic very fast. And I'm going through that last 2 years and it's not been, in fact, I feel compared to the last 2 years, it's been increasing more now for me. So, yeah, so I've been using it, but let's see how it goes.
Maybe try the adaptive blend that we just talked about, because that synergistic blend, what's cool about it is it has that copaiba in there. Copaiba, there's been so many studies on CBD and the benefits of CBD oil for anxiety and depression. I'm just gonna, just 1 minute, there's background noise. So yeah, and so copaiba is, without having to go to cannabinol or hemp or anything like that, copaiba is a tree from Brazil that stimulates our own body's healing, the CBD that's already naturally occurring in our bodies. So it without having to go to other harmful substances, it's already a naturally occurring cannabinol that can help relieve the pain. You know what's funny is that they say this adaptive blend and copaiba, there's several teachers that talk about it being mama's best friend. So in parenting, that anxiety that comes or whatever, the copaiba can be your best friend. And I like to use it internally. Yeah. So just whenever, what's cool about oils is that when one doesn't work, then another one may work. So there's so many choices.
So yeah, so she's in Dubai right now. Whenever she's planning to come in July, or might be if I visit her, I will be carrying it with me.